I think another thing I learned in Saudi Arabia is the damage that gender apartheid has done. Men widely in the Muslim world, but especially in Saudi Arabia, were so strictly enforced. One of my reporters, I had 3 women reporters, and I was not supposed to see them. And they worked in an office underneath the stairs. And I said, I can't mentor them if I can't see them. So they made an exception and allowed once a week for this little train of women in black to come up to the newsroom conference room, and I could talk to them. And one of them was Najla. And a story about Najla, she had a real chip on her shoulder. She liked covering herself. She liked to be more conservative. She wore the niqab, but she used to even cover her eyes, but she kept tripping over her abaya, so she had to cut out little holes so that she could see. She wore gloves. She was extremely conservative. She had an interview one time in Riyadh, and so she flew to Riyadh. The appointment was before the first flight from Jeddah would arrive, so she had to fly in the night before. Now, as a Saudi woman, she couldn't travel without the permission of her nearest male relative. That would be her father, her husband, even her son, whoever is the man in charge of her. And so she got permission to travel, but as a single Saudi woman, she couldn't stay in a hotel. So, by herself. So she got off the airplane and she sat down, and then the Riyadh airport closed around 11. And the guard came and said, "You can't stay here." And she said, "What are you going to do with me?" This was Najla. What could he do with her? He let her sleep on the carpet of the mosque in the airport, and he turned out the lights and locked up the airport. And the next morning they opened up the airport and Najla went to work. And that was what it was like for a Saudi woman. But it takes a toll on the men as well.